Is back for the third divisional game today. And you know what I'm really craving, honestly. I really am craving blueberry pancakes. Blueberry pancakes. Wouldn't you know it, folks? Really am craving some blueberry pancakes. I would love a batch. A nice stack, let's say. You know, I would really love that. But all I have today is DFL football action. That's what I have for you. That's what I got. That's what I could bring for you. Wow. What a lovely stadium. The Vegemite Dome. And, if you look at the preview for this game, these two teams don't seem evenly matched up. But the Beavers in the playoffs are a different team than they are in the regular season. And we know that. We know that every single season. But, one time is luck, 2 times is like, okay. 3 times, that's a pattern. And here comes out AC Byam. And the Beavers offense. We got 2 orange teams today. Lots of orange. Across the middle, and that is a strike. A good start for the Beavers. Mitch Holcomb with a reception across the middle, the tight end. Beavers 8-1 all time in the playoffs. The Lizards 2-2. Hand off up the middle. That's Stephen Lincoln. Rookie of the Year candidate. AC now taking the snap from under center after a 4-yard gain on first down. And they'll hand it off again up the middle. That's Lincoln again for a first down. And the Beavers are charging ahead. This has been a trend in this playoffs is great first drives. Teams have opened up with touchdowns. AC taking the snap from shotgun. Oh, to the right side, and it's picked off. As the drive was starting off well, it ends poorly, and Bill Smith, the interception by the left end. That is a tough play for AC Byam and the Beavers to start the game off with. Not going with the trend. And here comes out Zeke Morton. He has been injured for some time now. Will he be rusty? Lizards first seed, first time with a bye, and a great catch. Great throw and catch for this Lizards team. Zeke Morton now taking the snap from shotgun. Solomon Redmond in the backfield. Zeke passes left. Ooh, can't connect with his receiver, Eric Lake. Looked like there was a hand fight there for the ball. Beavers defeated the Holy Men in the last contest. Mark Anthony had a touchdown in that one. Zeke Morton, quick pass, and it dropped. No traffic. Just dropping the wide open ball. Not a great throw. Behind his man. It's now 3rd and 10. Zeke drops back, looks across the middle, and there he finds an open man. It's Pat Smelly, the Smelly Man. Stinky poop. The fans yell out as Pat Smelly gets the first down. Pat Smelly, famously one of the stinkiest players in DFL history. He says he does it on purpose to gain a little separation from corners. Says corners don't really want to guard him when he smells so bad. Zeke Morton hands it off up the middle. And Solomon Redmond taken down. Definitely missing that running back, Chester Truman. He's injured for 3 weeks, so probably the rest of the season. He was the MVP of the season, injured at the end. Solomon Redmond will now be their back. A good tackle there by Brandon Spielman, the corner. Beavers had the ball first. AC throws a costly interception. And now the Lizards are driving to open this game. Looking for the end zone here. From shotgun, Zeke Morton across the middle, throws an interception right back. And what a huge play. John Bronson, the free safety, coming through the crowd and picking it off. And the Lizards will leave the red zone with no points. Now, just as if they received the opening kickoff, the Beavers can treat this like the opening drive of the game. Pete Johnson around the left side. Bad vision from the rookie there. Really, he could have gone inside or outside of that corner. He was being well blocked by Mark Anthony there. Stephen Lincoln, rookie mistake. Still a 5-yard gain. Sets them up 2nd and 5 ahead of the chains. Will they run it again, or will they go to the air with AC by them? Ooh, fake handoff to the fullback, and they go back to Stephen Lincoln. He gets the first down. Unable to cut it outside there again. But still, nice little chunk runs from Stephen Lincoln. He has had a great opening to this game. If you were watching earlier, you would have seen this former Beavers player on the sword, Jason Sloan, almost had a costly fumble. He had a costly fumble, I think, in the Dream Bowl. I don't know. There's some game where he had some costly fumbles for the Beavers. The Beavers moved on from him, kept Pete Johnson, drafted Stephen Lincoln, and Stephen Lincoln has been a great exploding young talent in the year of the running back. Now under center and 2nd and inches. Lots you can do from this position. They're going to throw it. See if they go deep with it. Cross the middle. Ooh, a little dangerous. Probably a little skew due to the hit that AC took. But it's 3rd and inches. So as long as it's not intercepted, they will fight another down. They only need so much for the first down. But it's a loaded box for the Lizards. Looks like they're expecting the run. No run. And a great throw and catch for AC Byam. Doesn't run it, but he throws it to his running back. Stephen Lincoln's been doing it all this game. A great game for the rookie so far. He has a good chunk of that 27 passing, all of that 30 yards rushing it. Lizards fans, loud. It's got that European ambiance in Australia. Australia maybe even crazier than European ambiance. But a nice little quick pass to Dexter Moss there. Like what the Beavers are doing early in this game. You know, one mistake from AC when he threw the interception, but so far, it's these quick sort of chunk plays, getting yards, staying ahead of the chains. Lizards defense needs to keep up. So Lizards defense gets a lot of sacks. The wide receiver run after the fake handoff to Mark Anthony, that goes nowhere. Tried to get a little sneaky. AC now in shotgun on 3rd and 7. Taking his time, looking for a man. Is there some separation? Oh, he had Calvin Battle, but Calvin Battle can't get his feet inbounds. Calvin Battle went up, high pointed the ball, but couldn't maintain concentration on where his feet were. Can't come down inbounds. Fans, there's some discussion in the world right now. Who is the lamest Akatsuki member? If you had to pick one Akatsuki member to be the worst Akatsuki member, put it in chat. We want to hear what you're thinking, DFL fans. The world wants to know what the DFL fans think about the Akatsuki. Let us know. And Zeke Morton now under center, starting from the 20. Nothing going in the run game so far. Great tackle by Jason Young. Jason Young, Pro Bowler, leading tackler on this team. He is a great leader consistently for this Beavers defense. which hasn't been, always amazing. It's been pretty average, but it's gotten stronger over time. Jason Young has always been a rock there, though. And Zeke Morton stepping up. Oh, Dwayne Reed was right there. Got 2 hands on it and knocked it down. And it's 3rd and 11 here. Need a good play. Get the first. Oh, and he's got some separation for his receiver. Joe Nelson with a nice catch. Joe Nelson had a good season, 4 touchdowns. That was 2nd in receiving touchdowns for the team. Tied with Chester Truman, the running back, MVP, who of course is not playing in this game. Definitely affecting the Lizards early on in this one. They definitely feel a lot more one-dimensional without Chester. A great fullback dive there for Rashawn Holmes. Getting the fullback involved. And that's an interesting way to mix up the run game. Get different guys involved. And Zeke takes the snap and shotgun. Looking for a man to get open. Has his running back, but he's out of bounds. 3rd and 5. He might have gotten both of his feet in. I don't know. Doesn't seem like they're going to challenge it. Hands it off up the middle. Oh, and they can't get it. They try with the running game. Try a little more classic Lizards. They don't have Chester Truman out there. It's Solomon Redmond. There's a big punt. Looks like that's going to go into the end zone. Yep, just a basic touchback. Drops back. AC looking. It's intercepted. And he's gotten intercepted twice on that right side. Spencer Rowe will take that interception. Beavers are just lucky that didn't go for a touchdown. And we're back here again. Lizards in the red zone because of an AC Byham interception. Last time they had to drive a little to get in the red zone, but this time they started at the 5-yard line. They are threatening immediately. Will they run it here? They'll fake the run, throw it. Oh, that was dangerous. Oh, they can't get it there either. It's going to be third down. Now, what do the Lizards do here? Are they going to throw it and risk the interception? Obviously, a run would be safer. Get points on the board. What will they do? Let's see. Strong to the right side. They got a fullback on that right side as well. Loaded box for the Beavers. They fake the handoff. And it's great defense there by Dwayne Reed. A playoff legend, Dwayne Reed. Makes a great play on the pass. Is going to hold the Lizards to 3. And another bend don't... Well, no, this is the first bend don't break mentality. First time they just stole away points for the Lizards. This time the Lizards will get a scratch on the board. The Beavers for sure prefer that to the touchdown. Kick downfield. This one's going to be returnable for Dwayne Reed. Oh, and his helmet's blasted off. What a great tackle by Chad Andrews, the rookie. Trying to make his name known. 2 rookie running backs in this game. Stephen Lincoln, well, he was a Rookie of the Year candidate. Solomon Redmond on the other team didn't get much play. Just sort of came in at the end of the season. Oh, and a big sack here. The Lizards get home. Marvin Peterson. He had 6 sacks on the season. And AC gets sacked. Beavers beat the Holy Men last week. They had 9 sacks. So a little taste of their own medicine here. AC throwing it. Oh, he had his running back open, but the pressure got to him. And look at these pressures. Both interceptions came with QB pressure. Beavers definitely getting a little bit of their own medicine in this game. Last week, a ferocious performance by their defensive line. This week, they're receiving the opposite. AC rushed again and thrown to the ground. Line has to get something going. And this could be our 3rd blowout of the day. Definitely want to see the Beavers get back to Stephen Lincoln. They've seen success in almost every play that's gone his way. Ramen accidentally. This game is brought to you by The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I think after this 3rd playthrough I'm on, I'm going to really have some interesting opinions on the Zelda franchise. But a pitch to the left goes nowhere, and the Lizards still can't get this run game going for Redmond. And on 2nd and 11, see what this Beavers defense could do. Ooh, they get the pressure in. And they're turning that pressure back up. Both these teams getting good pressure. And let's see, 3rd and 11 across the middle. Ooh, and Jason Young can't get the interception. Nope. Beavers have the ball. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Beavers need to get some points on the board. Need to get at least 3. They need to move the ball. It hasn't been moving through AC Byam. But Pete Johnson, another 5-yard chunk. Or 4 yards officially on the play, but the guy is swerving. He's getting through cracks. And again, when they go to the air, it's not as successful. It feels like it's stunting their drives. You know, another run there, I feel like you're 3rd and short. Dropping back. Oh, and gets it off with the pressure coming. A great play by AC to get it to Pete Johnson. And still with the pressure there, still able to get something off. Drifting to the right. Looking left for Mark Anthony. Can't get him. AC now in shotgun. No running back in the backfield. Looking left. And AC had that man wide open. Just sort of threw it out of bounds. Was leading the man too much. Couldn't just leave him in that soft pocket. And AC really struggling in this one. AC again, no one else in the backfield but him on shotgun play. Looking right, and that right side is killing him. That right side is killing him. Kelvin Gaffney with the interception. His 2nd career playoff interception. He's got one on AC Byam, and he has one on Bill Gonzalez last season. And that's AC Byam's 3rd interception in this one, and it is costing his team. Solomon Redmond outside. Nice carry for him. His first good carry of the day. Maybe that'll get him going. Beavers have been able to clutch up inside the red zone, but can't spend all game doing that. AC Byam costing his team this game so far. On the sideline, he's looking at the tablet. He looks upset looking at that tablet. Looks like he flipped it to the ground. Don't see that from AC much. But the emotion is definitely getting to him. Redmond up the middle to the 5-yard line. Solomon Redmond getting something going here. And you're in the Under Armour red zone. Protect this house. 2 for 1 or 1 for 2. Zeke Morton does have an interception here in the red zone. Taking his time here, and he takes his time to find a man. Steve Lopez. He came out as a furry this morning. The furry community accepted him, and he gets a touchdown here in a playoff game. It looks like the fans don't care that he's a furry. They love him all the same. Steve Lopez. Calls himself Snow Light Starshine, and he is a white fox. And he is one of the best receivers in the DFL. And the Beavers ailing early from AC Byham interceptions and a Steve Lopez touchdown. Puts the Lizards up by 2 possessions. Beavers now just under a minute in the first half. And I feel like you got to get aggressive here. Lizards get the ball to start the second half. Beavers need points on the board. And they will be playing aggressive here. Lots of defensive backs for the Lizards, and it's a good play there as they're able to knock it away. 2nd and 10. Beavers starting at the 20 here. You see calling a play in the huddle. Getting his men to the line. There's 48 seconds left in the half. No one in the backfield. They've been playing a lot of empty sets. Not even hiding the run. It's a high snap on the shotgun snap, and it's a good pass over the middle, and a timeout called by the Beavers. Good quick play over the middle. Still 2 timeouts left for the Beavers, but they're driving. If I'm the Beavers, I'm looking for 3 here. Not even looking for the touchdown. It's been a rough first half for AC Byam. 3 interceptions. You just got to get what you can here. Get into a rhythm. And that's a nice path to get into a rhythm with. A nice throw across the middle on the crosser. Another timeout. Beavers have 40 seconds near the 50-yard line at the 47. Nearly crossed midfield. AC again with an empty set. Looking around, looking across the middle again. Lizards giving them the middle. Beavers not going to use that last time out. They want to get a field goal. Now they got 2 men in the backfield. Not going to use either of them. Across the middle, nothing going there. AC really just getting it off, trying to get away from the rush. Takes a massive hit, though. AC has been taking hits all game. Holy Men fans would say this is karma. Beavers fans just want a little piece for AC by him. AC drops back. Across the middle, completes the pass to Mark Anthony. Time is ticking away, but they definitely have time. In field goal range here. Their kicker can definitely kick it from here. They're going to try to get some more yards. Cross the middle, and they're going to get more. Dexter Moss there. Dexter with the reception. And at 9 seconds, the Beavers are going to take their final timeout and look to kick a field goal and make this a one-possession game. And the Beavers' best drive of the first half is their last drive of the first half. It's going to end in a 42-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if Dave Hall can nail it. He was 26 for 29 in the regular season. Hits that one there. And it's good. 7 seconds left in the half. And the Beavers have made this a one-possession game. AC by him, 54 yards on that drive. Surgical from AC. That's what you like to see. The quick plays. They were using a lot of those quick plays in the first drive, which looked pretty good till about a half field. AC threw an interception. But the quick plays, just getting the ball out, getting the ball to a guy that the defense gives you. Yeah, the Lizards were giving up the middle of the field there. And the Beavers took it. Taking what they give you. But nothing to give there for Redmond. That's going to take us to halftime. And the halftime show. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. That was the halftime show. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, fans. And we're back. Beavers kicking it off. Who returns for the Lizards? Is that's Steve Lopez, the furry. Steve Lopez he said when he returns, he channels his inner Sonic character. Perhaps maybe we should have seen that he was a furry all along, but the signs just weren't there. Handoff to Redmond. Not much, but a little something there. The Lizards haven't really had a good sustained drive in this game. They've really only benefited, this offense has really only benefited off of the AC Byam interceptions. Zeke Morton not doing a lot in this game. Doesn't have a lot of impact. He has a touchdown and an interception. I mean, maybe not saying he doesn't have impact is maybe not the right thing to say. Maybe not the impact he's been wanting to have necessarily, though. Solomon Redmond maybe getting something going at the end of that first half, start of the second half. Still, it didn't get the first down. They need to get it here on third and maybe inches. Zeke under center Will they run it here? Hand it off to Redmond. And he extends for the first down. Good defense from the Beavers, but a good bounce by Solomon Redmond. He hit a wall, sort of bounced it outside, was able to extend for just all he needed, really. Beavers didn't love the spot, but it's a first down nonetheless, and they're not going to challenge here. Not pivotal enough situation, it seems. Zeke Morton takes a snap, and a great play there. Throws it to Eric Lake. Don't know if they give him the first down. Might be 1 yard short here. About an inch short. Second and inches. Starting to put something together are the Lizards here. Zeke Morton, 69 yards. Nice. And the handoff up the middle to Redmond. They get to the 45-yard line. I like a lot that this the strategy hasn't really changed. You know, they're still using Solomon Redmond as if they had Chester Truman in there. You know, I think that shows a lot of trust in the kid. Zeke drops back in the pocket, throws across the middle, and that is a complete pass. This Lizards team is driving. I would definitely say, from the media's perspective, this Lizards team is the strongest team in the league. Best record in the league. But in the playoffs, it all comes down to each game. These Beavers really don't like to lose in the playoffs. Let's see the Beavers' all-time record. 8-1 in the playoffs, including Dream Bowl games. The only one they've lost is in a Dream Bowl against the Seamen. Seamen's still in it. Seamen's still looking to get back. Oh, and an overthrow there from Zeke Morton to the left side. Zeke kind of has a cool swag to him. I feel like I don't know any other notable quarterbacks that really don the visor. And he's got like the smoky visor, which is kind of cool. But you got to wonder, maybe that affects his vision here. Maybe causing an overthrow. Zeke Morton, he says he likes the shade, though. Drops back, looks right. Oh, and just dropped there. Steve Lopez with the drop. You do not see that often. Had the touchdown earlier, but the furry drops the ball. Too much fur in his hands, perhaps. Snow Light Starshine. Can't make the catch there. That ball's up. It's going to be a touchback. Oh, and a little beefing going on. It's getting a little contentious. And the Beavers have a chance here to tie this game up. You tie this game up here at the end of the third quarter, you really don't know what's going to happen in that fourth. And a pitch to the right side. They're going to go with Lincoln. Oh, and Lincoln makes a man miss. And he's going to get a lot of yards here. He ran over Terrence Keel. And Terrence Keel has injured his leg. Coming down weird on it. Whoa, he was running like a bullet out of a gun in the Ford Theater. Stephen Lincoln huge run there. And it makes you wonder, why haven't they been going to him all game? You know, in that final drive, they needed to pass it. I can understand that. But Stephen Lincoln, another great run, slipping through the line. And this Lizards rush defense getting a little bit exposed. You look at the stats on this Lizards defense, it's a lot of interceptions, a lot of sacks. But the tackle for losses are in low supply. Don't have that great rush defense. Can the Beavers expose that in this second half? They're going with AC here, though. And the rush gets there. AC has to throw a wonky pass. And now we're on third down. You know, I feel watching this game, if I'm the Beavers offensive coordinator, you just got to see, like, you run it on first and second down, you're getting significant yardage every time. They're going to pass it here again on third down. Weird movement in the pocket from AC. He's going to try to throw it to the right side and get nothing. And that drive stalls. Really felt like there was something brewing there. But they take out the rookie. They're not running it with Pete Johnson. This could be a nice punt here. See where this goes out of bounds. Could be pretty solid. Maybe at like the 15-yard line. 18-yard line, all right. Nothing too fancy. But, you know, touchback, they started at the 20, so not terrible. And Terrence Keel looked like he pulled his hamstring. He will not be returning to this game. And the play action is great. Fools the defense. They get a nice first down. Snowshine. Getting a little redemption there. The catch. Snowlight, I should say. Handoff up the middle. Solomon Redmond. Solomon Redmond's kind of getting something going here. Started at the end of the first half. It's kept it going a little bit. You know, nothing too crazy. But is definitely helping the Lizards try and solidify this win. Zeke Morton drops back. He's looking for Lopez. And he finds Lopez on the deep ball. Snowlight Starshine. The fans are bowing down to Snowlight. One of the best furry athletes ever. 92 yards in this one so far. 5 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Came out as a furry this morning. Said he needed to get this weight off his chest. Couldn't play with this weight. And wow, he looks like he's playing weightless. Hands it off up the middle to Redmond. And a nice gain there. And this Redmond really getting it going has helped this passing offense get it going as well. The Wizards threatening here in the red zone. Threatening a possible dagger here. Pitch to the right side. That goes nowhere. Third string running back. Can't find the seam there. Goes backwards. Lizards can still get the first down here. They need to get it to the 3-yard line. Morton under center. Offset in the backfield. Pitch to the running back, and he gets tackled. Way behind the line. Ralph Michaels, outside linebacker, comes up and makes a tackle. And that'll end the third quarter. Leaping Lizards will take a field goal. They'll be up by 10 points, barring anything crazy here. Beavers have been in some all-time classic playoff games. AFC Championship game, Season 1 against the classified airstrike. Also the Dream Bowl, Season 1 Dream Bowl against the Seamen. An instant classic. So they are not short on clutch victories. It's part of the Beavers' DNA, one could say. But Dwayne Reed there not being able to return that back to the 20, should have just taken a knee. Of course, you always love Dwayne Reed trying it out. Dwayne Reed noticeably, is that wrong? I don't remember. I'm not going to say it. Dropping back, handing it off up the middle on the draw. That one goes nowhere. And 2nd and 9, just a yard on the run. Now, a light line. AC stepping up. Throws that into double coverage. It looks like the Lizards aren't going to let Mark Anthony beat him. Mark Anthony's beat a lot of teams this season. 7 touchdowns for Mark Anthony. He was tied with Dexter Moss for most receiving touchdowns on the Beavers this season. Mark Anthony had a big touchdown in the Holy Men game. And a throw up there. AC could not get his feet underneath him as he was hit as he threw. Tried to throw that one up to Dexter. But the pressure, yet again, getting to AC. Time quickly becoming a villain of the Beavers. But it's certainly going to start to have to lean on AC. The time for Stephen Lincoln might be over as the clock starts to wane. If they could get a nice 3-and-out here, they could have a nice drive implementing the run game, but it might waste a lot of clock. Defense has to come up big first, no matter what. Redmond up the middle, doing some spins, staying on his feet. He's keeping his feet moving. That was a nice run. Offensive line chunked up. He just got in the back of the pile, kept his feet moving for 4 yards. Nice physical run for Redmond. Maybe a theme today. Swords missing their star quarterback, Eugene Riley, coming up playing a nice part in their win over the Wild. And in this game, Solomon Redmond stepping up when Chester Truman was injured. Zeke Morton from shotgun. Redmond goes out for a pass. Lots of time. And he's going to complete the pass. Get a first down. Eric Lake with the reception. That was a big third down conversion for the Lizards. You know, those 3 downs took a significant amount of time off the clock. Still get the first down. Now they're rocking with another 3 plays at least. Oh, and he's got a man open. Oh, and he hits him too far. Just a little too far for Joe Nelson. Can't keep his feet in bounds. That might be huge for the Beavers. Puts his man in motion, his fullback. Up the middle, it's Redmond. Doesn't get much. It's going to be 3rd down. And a huge play here for the Beavers. Wizards put this game at danger of being over if they get a first down. They can taste the AFC Championship game. A handoff up the middle. Redmond is taken down. He can't get the first down. That's a huge play for the Beavers. Lizards have never played in the AFC Championship game. Beavers have, of course, played in 2 and won both of them. Wizards will have to punt the ball before the 2-minute warning. They can still take down a significant amount of clock, though. Here comes the punt. Looks like it's going to be a touchback. They don't even want to risk the return. All right, and now it is nut up or shut up time for AC and the Beavers. The Lizards crowd getting loud. Beavers offense can barely hear themselves think. This Australian crowd is skits. AC sees the corner blitz and gets his man. Mark Anthony with just his 2nd reception of the game. If there's ever a time to start getting it going, it would be now. You see a struggle stat line. But he can wipe it all away and be clutch right now. AC looking left. Finds nothing but the defense. AC by him under center this time. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass. Looking right. Has a man open. Finds him in the soft spot of the zone. Dexter Moss. Makes that catch and takes us to the 2-minute warning. AC in shotgun with 2 men. One to his left, one to his right. Drops back. Looks left. Looks like he had Mark Anthony in between the 3 men, but he couldn't hold the ball. Drops it. In traffic. And it's just been sloppy on the offensive side for the Beavers. Wizards taking advantage of those mistakes. AC looking to the left side, and he has Calvin Battle. In these moments, you know who he goes to. Lots of time coming off the clock. They need to get something here quick. AC just barely throws the ball, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's huge. A sack there would have been a giant time sink. Incomplete pass stops the clock. Just a reminder, we have Fuckers at Howlers coming up next. Game of the week. AC now taking it from under center. Dancing in the pocket, finds Mark Anthony, and they're driving. This is a solid drive for AC. He's been able to drive only in the last 2 minutes of a half. But is it too little too late? AC looks right. Can't connect. AC by him now taking a snap from shotgun. Just Stephen Lincoln in the backfield. He sends his receiver in motion. It's Mark Anthony in motion to the right side. Minute 26 remaining. AC taking a lot of time in the pocket. Looking left. Nearly intercepted. Nearly sacked, nearly intercepted. AC has to remember here, really you can take your 3. Right? If you want to tie it up, you need 10 points. You're going to need 3 at some point anyways. Don't make that mistake. Don't make the game-ending mistake right here. You need the points at least. Touchdown would be great. But you need at least 3. AC across the middle. Finds his man. It's Mark Anthony. Clock is running. Time is ticking. Just a minute and 10 seconds remaining. AC in shotgun. He won't be clocking it. He'll be throwing it. And AC's going to take a sack. A costly sack. And a huge play. Bill Smith with the sack. AC looking left. Nothing. No time. You have to wonder almost, are they wasting so much time going for a touchdown that it would have just been better to maybe take your 3 earlier, try to stop them. Still have all their timeouts. AC by him. Taking his time in the pocket. And that one's batted down. 4th and 17. You got to take your 3 here. 50 seconds remaining. $37. It's good. And it's 13-6 Lizards. But gotta imagine the Lizards have this one in the bag. Trying to imagine the situation. Right, so the Beavers kick it off here. They're going to do an onside kick, obviously. If they get this, that could be a possibility. But if the Lizards... Yeah, I've never seen an onside kick work in this league. Oh! Oh my goodness! The Beavers recover! What a play and what a recovery. Brandon Spielman with the recovery. What a special teams play. And the Beavers are absolutely in this. Dexter Moss or Mark Anthony are capable of tying this game. Toss to the left. That's Mark Anthony with a catch. They might review that in the booth. But that is called a catch on the left sideline, and they are on the Lizards 40. They are not going to review it in the booth, and you cannot challenge at this point in the game. Beavers still have all of their timeouts. AC dropping back from under center. Looking across the middle, and he's going to find Dexter Moss. Laying out in the middle of the field. What is happening? They could use some of these timeouts, I feel. They will use a timeout. Waste a little bit of time, though. 30 seconds remaining. Both fan bases on the edge of their seats. Do the Beavers have another playoff miracle in them? Is this the team of destiny? Can the Lizards hold on? AC drops back. Looks deep left. Looking for Mitch Holcomb, his tight end. God, you know, I say it right now, Mark Anthony and Dexter Moss, because those are the guys that have been the number one touchdown getters for this team this season. But man, you know who AC likes in these situations. You know who he likes. 3 Calvin Battle. AC working in the pocket. Goes to the end zone, can't find his man. He was looking for Mark Anthony. AC has looked very comfortable in the pocket in this second half. Or at least in this fourth quarter, more like just the 2-minute drill. He's just been dancing around in that pocket, taking his time. It's 3rd down now, obviously playing all 4 downs. 2 timeouts left. 20 seconds remaining. Don't want to take a sack. This would be the worst time for that. AC drops back. 4-man rush. Looking left. Broken up. And it's 4th and 10. This is for the season. The Lizards win the game if they prevent the Beavers from getting 10 yards. AC is going to be under center. Strong to the left side. They're going to throw it. AC dancing in the pocket. Gets hit as he throws. Looking right. Oh, and it's dropped. Dexter Moss. Looks like he had a chance in the end zone and he drops it. And the Leaping Lizards are going to make DFL history and beat the Beavers in the playoffs. The Beavers had a shot there at greatness. Oh, and we've seen it from them before. They certainly made it interesting. But at the end of the day, they could not catch the Lizards. Bill Smith, he was injured, but probable for this game. Zeke Morton, he was injured, but probable for this game, and they both played. Bill Smith got an interception and a sack. He got Player of the Game award from Cadillac. Can't forget about Snowlight Starshine, formerly known as Steve Lopez, the receiver with the touchdown. Ton of yards in this game. The Lizards rubbing it in here with the glitch, getting glitchy at the end. Make sure to tune in. 15-minute break here, but we got the fuckers at the Howlers. Just a great matchup of two constantly prestige DFL teams. But here, a prestige DFL team and the Beavers getting knocked off by the Lizards, trying to make a name for themselves as a prestige team here. As the first seed, they're moving on to their first ever AFC Championship game. Zeke Morton, Steve Lopez. You can see Chester Truman on the sideline. He's excited. He's pumping up the crowd. And Australia is going to see an AFC Championship game. You got to look at this game. You got to think those 3 first-half interceptions for AC Byam. He calmed it down in the second half, gave him a shot, but really, there's a lot of points that were born in this game through interceptions in their own red zone. AC upset Stephen Lincoln. Underutilized, I believe. But once you get deep in that game, they started playing catch-up, and you couldn't use them. Well, 16-3 Leaping Lizards. They're moving on. And we will see you 15 minutes for the final game of the day.